We begin with the news with the report that United States President Donald Trump has declared Nigeria a country of particular concern over what he described as the mass killing of Christians. In a post on his Truth Social account, Trump claimed Christianity faces an existential threat in Nigeria, alleging that thousands of Christians have been killed by radical Islamists. He called on U.S. lawmakers, including Congressman Raleigh Moore and House Appropriations Chairman Tom Cole, to investigate the situation, saying America cannot stand by while such atrocities continue around the world. Meanwhile, former presidential aide Bashir Ahmed has warned that the U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to redesignate Nigeria as a country of particular concern could hurt the nation's counter-terrorism efforts. He said the move might strain Nigeria's military cooperation with the United States, especially in weapons supply and counter-insurgency supply. Ahmed, in a post on X, blamed some Nigerians and U.S. officials for influencing the decision, warning it could lead to sanctions that limit access to vital arms. The Federal High Court in Abuja has halted the People's Democratic Party (PDP) from holding its national convention slated for November 15 and 16 in Ibadan. The ruling followed a suit filed by 3 aggrieved members of the party. The court also barred INEC from accepting any report from the convention unless due process is followed, stressing that the party must comply with the 1999 Constitution, INEC guidelines, and its own constitution. Justice ruled that the PDP failed to conduct valid state congresses before planning the convention. The suit was filed by Honorable Austin Nwachukwu, Honorable Ama Abraham Nana, and Tuna George. The PDP has said it would appeal the judgment. However, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has praised the court ruling that stopped the People's Democratic Party's planned national convention, scheduled for November 15 and 16th, calling it a wise and timely decision. Wike said that judgment shows that the era of impunity and disregard for due process in the party is over. Speaking at a meeting of concerned PDP stakeholders in Abuja, Wike blamed the party's leadership and governors for the failed convention, accusing them of arrogance and lawlessness. The meeting was attended by several PDP figures, including Sam Anyanwu, Samuel Otom, Oki Zikwazo, Philip Aduda, and Martins Amula. And from KB comes this report that gunmen have kidnapped the Deputy Speaker of the KB State House of Assembly, Samaila Bagudu, in his hometown, Bagudu local government area. Eyewitnesses say the attackers invaded the town on Friday night, shooting sporadically before abducting the lawmaker as he left the mosque after prayers. The Chief Press Secretary to the KB State Government, Ahmed Idris, confirmed the incident, while police authorities are yet to release details of the attack. And in Abia State, Governor Alex Oti has praised or promised that his administration will support every effort, especially from the private sector, in the development of education in the state. The governor made this promise during the distribution of educational materials to the less privileged students in Umuahia by a non-governmental organization, PD Foundation. Correspondent Chiamaka John was there and files her report.
Alex Choma Oti has urged the people of Abia to support education as it concerns our children's future and academic excellence. According to the governor, who was represented by Senator Darlington Wokota, stated that this exercise will help to enhance, nurture the skills and knowledge in their academic pursuit. The governor lauded the founder of PD Foundation, Honorable Diamond Collins, for his vision and passion for the children, which he says falls in line with the plan and vision for academic excellence in the state.
When we talk about our children and their education, it means when we support education of our children, we are supporting a development that will be quite definite and very prosperous. When children are being nurtured in a way they will learn how to study, how to read, and how to keep notes. It means that such a society will have things to always remember about.
The event, organized by the foundation, distributed books, offered scholarships to various students from the community. Speaking during the occasion, Honorable Diamond Collins said he is motivated to do this to support the less privileged Abia children to attain the desire in terms of academic development.
I'm happy with the administration of Fatale Soti. That's what motivated me to do this. And I'm a person that takes people's problem, most especially children, the less privileged. I take that problem as my problem. So that's why I join hands in the administration of Dr. Alex Soti in making their dreams come true. You know, a lot of them might not be able to afford the writing materials needed. I think with this little aid we've rendered today, we have actually put smiles on their faces from what we've seen today. And I know that our foundation will do more with the support of the government and some individuals as David Faith. So I really thank everybody that came out to be part of this program and to support us. It's not really easy. So I know that the proper guidance, our youth, will be of good conduct in the near future. Thank you.
I am Amaka John, report.
Many thanks, Amaka John. And moving forward this morning, former Secretary to Abia State Government, Pastor Rafi, who has commended Governor Alex Oti for the electricity project he is executing in Okwa. Speaking on Donifam Interactive Program, The Agenda, the former Commissioner for Information stated that he joined the Labour Party based on the performance of the governor and to ensure that Okwa people experienced the dividends of democracy in this administration. Speaking further, he said that the government is also executing some road projects in his area, while he maintained that Governor Oti will emerge victorious in 2027 polls.
Days in the village, they are doing the electricity. I'm sure that total overhaul, not just let's pay old debts. They are changing the poles, putting longer ones to make it difficult for thieves to steal. And I understand it's close to 2 billion. They are removing all the old transformers, putting new ones, and then putting barbed wires and CCTV. That's unique. And I want to discuss with my local government chairman. He said they will put up a vigilante group that will be paid by the local government so that give them vehicles so that they are.
Commenting on the remarks by the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Ben Carlo, on the issue of failure to commend President Bola Tinubu over the resources being given to Abia, Pastor Ibu criticized Carlo's remarks, insisting that Governor Oti will not be distracted as he remains focused on the transformation of the state. He added that if the governor wants to join the All Progressives Congress, he is free to do so.
It's permanent in politics, given especially our own that is not developed. If he wants to go and he feels he will best serve as an instrument, well, why not? I don't have a problem with that. The foundations of the party today is not what it ought to be. It may not be the ideal thing. So if he's planning to go and that will guarantee his political, why not? If it all depends on until you have power, vision can never be blessed. That is the elementary lesson to teach.
Former Executive Secretary of the National Agricultural Land Development Authority, NALDA, Prince Paul Ikone, has declared that the All Progressives Congress APC has taken over Abia State ahead of 2027 polls. In a televised interview, Paul Ikone said in unmistakable terms that as the strongest party in Abia, All Progressives Congress remains the party to beat.
APC is now in control of Abia, considering the number of people who have defected from PDP and other small parties. Before now, PDP was the strongest party in Abia State, but because the political key stakeholders in PDP, they have moved to APC, and that makes APC the strongest party and the party to beat in the next general election.
Speaking further, the NALDA boss described what will happen in Nigeria and Abia State in 2027 as a Siwaju tsunami. Ikone noted that Governor Oti is aware, a reason why he is already G3, he claimed.
Governor been a bit jittery about the strength of APC in Abia and in the southeast. If he decides to join APC today, he wants to leverage on what Mr. President has done, that is attracting people into the party. So it's very, very obvious. There's no doubt about that Abia is APC, and come 2027, APC will govern Abia. What you will see coming from Southeast will be Asiwaju tsunami. It's not wind. Like in Abia, there's no way the president will not have 1 million votes from Abia State alone, considering the number of defections and the type of people that
And moving on this morning on the news, time to bring you Business Report.
The federal government has intensified its drive to implement a national single window system at Nigerian ports by 2026, in a move expected to drastically cut cargo clearance time and enhance transparency in marine trade processes. Vice President Kashim Shettima, speaking yesterday at the second meeting of the Port and Custom Efficiency Committee at the State House, Abuja, said the digital platform set for rollout in the first quarter of 2026 will harmonize documentation, reduce human contact, and improve efficiency across the port ecosystem. The Vice President also announced that a draft executive order mandating joint physical inspections of cargoes aimed at eliminating multiple examinations and bureaucratic overlap is with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and will soon be approved. Lastly, the Federal Ministry of Steel Development has signed a $400 million agreement with Stella Steel Company Limited to build a modern steel plant in Ewekoro, Ogun State. The project will be executed in 3 phases, with production expected to begin by 2026. Minister Shuaibu Abubakar Audu said the partnership supports Nigerians' goal of producing 10 million tons of crude steel annually by 2030, creating over 2,000 direct and 20,000 indirect jobs, and promoting green steel production. The ministry will provide policy and infrastructure support, including fiscal incentives and inclusion in the National Infrastructure Plan. In return, Stella Steel will focus on local recruitment, training, and collaboration with Nigerian universities. The company's president, Mr. Lee, pledged full compliance with all agreements and timeless completion of the project. That's all on Business News. I am Esther.
Many thanks, Esther. And we'll go on a short break, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign entertainment and sports stories. Stay with us.
This is the news. Dawn 103.7 FM Umuahia is always fresh, balanced, and on time. Don't change the dial. The news continues after this timeout.
Heartwarming to know you're still there. Now the rest of the news. On the foreign scene, Tanzania's main opposition party, Chadema, says about 700 people have been killed in 3 days of post-election protest across the country. The unrest followed Wednesday's general election, which opposition supporters claim was rigged. A diplomatic source told foreign media there is credible evidence that at least 500 people have died, though an internet blackout has made verification difficult. Protests have rocked major cities, with demonstrators accusing President Samia Suluhu Hassan of blocking key rival from contesting. Despite warnings from the army, crowds continue to march in parts of Dar es Salaam, where the government has extended a nationwide curfew and sought to downplay the scale of violence. Time now to bring your way entertainment news.
Producer and music executive Michael Collins Ajere, popularly known as Don Jazzy, has revealed why he nearly abandoned the music industry and relocated abroad following the 2012 collapse of Mohit Records. In an interview, Don Jazzy disclosed that the abrupt dissolution of Mohit, triggered by irreconcilable differences between him and D'banj, left him convinced that his music career was over. The split marked the end of one of Afrobeat's most successful partnerships, which had produced hits like Wine Me and Fall in Love. Tanzanian protesters have reportedly looted singer Juma Jux fashion store. According to reports, the unrest erupted on Thursday after a disputed general election marked by disqualification and detention of key opposition figures in Tanzania. Amid the development, a controversial post by an ex-user, Bolaji Feshomade, alleged that the singer store valued at $780 million has been set ablaze by protesters. However, Juma Jux's wife Priscilla Ojo on a Snapchat account dismissed the claims, noting that the store was looted and not burnt. That is all on entertainment. I am Ifyokobong Etuku.
Many thanks, Ifyok. Let's now join our sports desk for up to speed in what's going on in the world of sports.
Nigerian's women's national basketball team, Irena Makaya, has been appointed head coach of IPC for the 2025-2026 season of the Unravel Basketball League in the United States. Unravel, an 8-team women's basketball team co-founded by WNBA star Brenna Stewart and Collier, debuted in January 2025 with 6 teams. The league announced its new coaching lineup for the upcoming season on Thursday, confirming Wakama's appointment alongside 7 other coaches. Wakama, who guided the Tigers back-to-back FIBA Women's Afro Basketball title, AfriBasket titles in 2023 and 2026, also led the team to a historic quarterfinal finish at the Paris Olympic Games. Her latest appointment further cemented her reputation as one of the Africa's fastest rising basketball technicians. Moving on, ahead of the crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup playoffs, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, Ibrahim Gusai, has confirmed the venue and opening date for the Super Eagles training camp. According to him, the federation is working closely with the National Sports Commission and the players to ensure thorough preparation for the decisive playoff campaign. The training camp will officially
Dawn. But before we go, a recap of the major stories. Labels Nigeria a country of concern over alleged Christian killings. Cut stops People's Democratic Party National Convention as Wike holds decision. KB Deputy Speaker abducted by gunmen in midnight raid. Stay tuned for more updates and remember to follow us on all our social media platforms at Dawn 103.7 FM. Many thanks for listening. My name is Joy Notary saying good morning to you and leaving you with today's weather outlook.
Here's the weather update for today. We begin in Abuja, where the day brings sunshine through high clouds reaching a warm 30 degrees Celsius. As night falls, expect a calm evening that's partly cloudy with temperature